Also, we just stole Akira's lunch money, and now
Yep.
we're gonna go waste all of our lunch money on Pokemon cards.
Yes, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with
There are
marbles.
new Bakugan. We've got new
Who makes these? Who sells them? Tell me, Alice. Answer my questions.
How can I help
Like
you?
Is it
seriously,
Marucho? I bet it's Marucho.
yeah, Marucho. He's like.
I mean, he made the launchers, or at least his
Can you
family
imagine?
did.
I can imagine it's like his family like runs a Bakugan factory, and when you go in, it's like on the outside it looks like a factory, but when you go in, there aren't any rooms or anything. It's just inside is just a portal to Destroyer.
Just sucking
a
them all in,
massive
and it's like,
vortex.
Marucho, are you responsible for this? I mean, not directly. Okay, who is?
I mean, it's just what my company, my family's company is doing.
Oh, boys.
Seriously, what kind of packaging is that? It's just like buy Bakugan and there's just a bin full of the goddamn things out of box.
Yeah, and it's the worst part is like we know these are all sentient. They are sentient living beings just being sold off as little children's toys, and it's like, I mean, Alice, for God's sake, of all people, you know they're sentient.
I mean,
You've got 5
Bakugan-
friends around the world
Bakugan's
who
not-
all have sentient talking Bakugan at this point.
I mean, mate, Bakugan's not the first anime based on a children's toy line that's guilty of this.
Well, it's not like in Yu-Gi-Oh! You had like Heart of the Cards. Okay, these are literally like aliens from another dimension.
Yeah, I guess you got the point there.
Yeah, I think...
These were literally plucked from a parallel world.
Yep. I think we should get a Robotallion, but I'm not sure what attribute. It's 1,000 monies, and we'll have 770 left over.
I'd say we get a Stinglash because Stinglash is awesome.
Can't. Not yet, I don't think. I don't remember
No.
what we have to do to... Maybe we have... No, we've got them unlocked, it's just we need 2,300, so should we go fight Akira again and try and earn some more lunch money?
Yep.
Yeah, Stinglash might be a good bet.
Let's beat the crap out of Akira some more.
See you later.
Oh, Akira!
I also love when I played the DS game. It was just like where it was saying how the Baku points not only act as a currency, but they also act as a ranking system as well. And I'm just like, so basically you mean to tell me I get better at this game for beating up kids and taking their lunch money?
I mean, isn't that the entire premise of Pokemon's, like, victory system?
Yeah, I guess so.
There's a lot of
Bakugan's not
claim
supposed
for
to be
keeps
guilty of
in
it.
children's collectible games.
Oh my god, you have no idea how many trading games got banned in my school because kids started playing for keeps. It would, no matter what it was, it would be in the cycle of like, 2 kids play for keeps, 1 wins and rightfully takes the cards because they agreed to play for keeps. The loser starts crying and running to teacher, and then the toy is banned.
And it's like, it's your fault for, 1, gambling, which is technically illegal.
Which is technically illegal for someone your age.
Yeah, because playing for keeps is basically gambling. Wait, does that mean that, like, in Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff, when they play for keeps... well, heck, all of Bakugan past the first series, when they get into New Destroy, it's like, they're gambling. Let's go Lightning Gate right off the bat. Akira, I want to ask you something. Can you stand more than 1 Bakugan? I'm gonna go easy on you. I'm gonna skip you every time and let you just do your thing.
He's going to try his best.
He's going to try his best to fail as hard as he can.
Oh my god.
Yeah! Juggernaut! Yeah! Also, the critical strikes are in this and they're rad. It's just kind of hard to pull them off, but you gotta do a power shot.
Oh,
Why are you setting a gate card? Skip. Oh,
I mean, that was pretty,
he stood as Saurus, and he's on my lightning gate.
That was pretty much what I did. I just spammed my gate cards. I was just
Yeah.
like, I put this one here, I put this one here, and I put this one here.
You see, when I played, like, the tabletop for the longest time, my friends and I, we didn't know that setting gate cards on your turn, that wasn't an actual tabletop mechanic. you only did it when the field was empty. That was the only time you were allowed to place new gate cards, unless there was like an ability card effect. But one thing I actually want to talk about in my review of the tabletop game is how the tabletop game was so brilliant because it was basically a game where you had such a limited size of like a deck of cards. You only had 6 cards in a standard game of 3 Bakugan. But the fact that every card... Jesus, he just blew all of his ability cards right off the bat.
Jesus Christ.
And now I'm going to make him regret it because I'm going to use a single one.
I am convinced that the reason why Dan had never lost a battle in the anime is because everyone he played was just that shit.
That's a good point. But one thing I like so much about Bakugan is that it's a game where you are working with very limited cards. Like, each of the colors of cards has its own purpose, which is why it's 1 per color. And it is basically build a deck that changes the rules so that you can win with whatever you've got. Because I always thought that, like, lower G-power levels were just objectively worse. No, you can totally make a viable deck with, like, super weak Bakugan. Heck, I made an uppercut deck that annihilates anything with, like, more than 500 Gs. For the most part, at least.
Man.
Yeah, I made that not long ago, actually, and I was incredibly impressed. That I was just able to be like, oh yeah, I've got, like, nothing higher than a 370 in here. It's like 2 340s and a 370. Yeah, that'll beat a 610G Bakugan because I can just swap our G power levels. There we go.
One thing that was recommended in the manual that I really want to try is those double-length games where you just double the size of your deck, so you have 6 Bakugan.
Those were super fun. We did those all the time. They get a bit longer, especially if you have 4 players going, which we did a lot. We'd have 4 people doing double battles, like big battles, and it was insane. We do like tag battles and stuff. We did a lot of Bakugan battles and stuff. Oh, is he gonna? Oh no, wait, I didn't press B in time to skip his... He's actually standing Bakugan. Where do you get that 240G Centipoid? Also, has he played literally all of his gate cards? Well, it's just, you... I was gonna try and hit him with a power shot. I was gonna knock his centipede off with my dinosaur. Didn't work. Dinosaur missed. Shot wide with the dinosaur. Oh, but apparently he missed. So it's all good. Let's try my turtle, see if that works better against the centipede.
I'm pretty sure in a tabletop scenario, a lot that you could do in this game would be considered cheating. Actually,
the critical strikes are an in-game rule. They were in the very first edition of the rules with the B1 pieces, but they weren't seen again after. I actually have a couple of the old Beckett magazines that they did like yearly for Bakugan, and one of them was talking about like people who were still playing B1 when New Vestroya was coming out. And it was weird because there were so many complaints from people of like, I'm worried my friend is gonna break my Bakugan by doing critical strikes, and the magazine was consistently like, well, has it happened? No? Then why are you worried? Because I'm worried it's gonna happen, but we already know it doesn't happen. I think that was the only reason why they stopped doing the critical strikes, was because people were complaining about a thing that wasn't actually being a problem.
The one type of Bakugan I really want to get are those ones that like spin around when they open, like the pivoting ones.
I had a couple of those.
Those are kind of cool.
I had a spinning Dragonoid.
Because of how I only ever had like some first edition ones, and then this transparent Aquas one that I could never recognize.
The Alpha Percival?
Yeah.
I didn't remember him being transparent in that picture you sent me.
Well, he wasn't really transparent. It was still not like fully transparent, but it was still like a bit clearer and different in material than the other ones.
Yeah. I'm just gonna burn my ability cards here because I've got the lead and he literally can't play anything.
Yeah.
I win this, I win the game, so I might as well just burn it.
Just as a big fuck you to Akira.
Oh, I can't do Alpha Blaster because it's not Leonidas. Darn. Okay, well. Shaking Battle level 1.
Have we even used Leonidas this game?
Hold on. Listen to this epic rock music.
Okay.
And just put it to what we're about to do.
Right. Oh my god.
And I win. And it looks exactly like you think it would on my end when I do that. When I have to shake the Wii mode, you have to do it up and down.
You have to do it up and down. It has to be on a slight slant, and it needs to look like you're executing a sexual move. Like most
I thought you were going to say
remote
executing
guidelines.
a chicken, and I was like, what would be your preferred method? Choking? Yeah, it's... sorry, I had to have that epic rock music playing with, like, panning camera angles of a giant centipede and a dinosaur man. Just standing there looking at each other. Oh man, I lost! Yes, I won! Thank you for the recap. Okay, continue what you were saying.
Is that like an anime? Is that like an anime summary? It's just like previously on Bakugan Battle Brawlers. Ah, I lost. Ah, I won. Continue, and then it's just the next episode.
I mean, basically.
I sometimes like forgot just how much filler was in the Bakugan anime. Like, isn't there? I think there. Pretty much every filler episode was literally just where Dan and Runo would be going about their day, they find some random jerk-offs, and then they're just like, yeah, but Masquerade hired us and he gave us Doom cards, so let's play a children's card game.
I think so. Also, I find it highly illogical that they would have lived in that same area for that long and not run into each other until that convenient.
Right?
Like, don't you think they would have exchanged that information with each other if they were part of, like, this world-famous team of, like, essentially, like, the most famous you could be amongst a circle of friends like that? Don't you think they would have tried to figure out at least, like, where they were in case they did live near each other so they could meet up?
Not only that, this may have been specified in the anime somewhere, I don't remember. Wouldn't they go to the same school?
I don't think they did.
Just work at the restaurant or something?
I don't think they did go to the same school. I don't know if we ever even hear about where Runo went to school. Real quick, what do we want our Stinglash to be? What attribute?
Let's make Darkest one.
That's what I was thinking.
Because Darkest Bakugan are bestest.
Yeah, he's got 210 Gs.
Bestest.
Speed's 2. Defense is 4. Wow. Tanky. Acceleration 3, Endurance 2, Jump 2. Nice. And we are gonna have...
Especially considering how, I think thinking back to that episode where Dan and Runo bump into each other, I think Runo said something along the lines of, I was literally around the corner.
Yeah, yeah, she did. She was like, I've been over here this entire time. How have you not?
Like, has there never been a point where it's like Dan and his parents are like eating out and they're just like, oh, where should we go? And then they just stumble across Runo's restaurant.
Yeah, we actually have enough to get a Robotallion, or we could get a card. We have 1,490 points left. We have 1,490 schmeckles.
I say we get another card so we can spice things up a bit.
Okay, I think maybe we should get a better green card, because the Alpha Blaster isn't great.
It seems like we haven't had that many great green cards.
With Darkness is actually, we've already got that, and that would be our best thing, because we've got Ventus and Darkest in our team, and we could just swap that in if we really wanted to replace the Alpha Blaster. There's nothing better for us in green. Red, we've got, yeah, all that's going to be available in red is attribute specific, so it would just be getting a black one instead of a Darkest one instead of a Ventus one, and we kind of don't need that.
I mean, I would help you out more in picking cards if Discord would just hurry the hell up with their screen share, but hey.
Yeah. Our current blue ability card is just Ventus. It doesn't have Darkest for its 3 attributes. So I'm gonna see...
Yes, try to find a multi that has the two of them.
I think Dark or Hot Wind should do it. Over here. Yes, it should. I have that card physically. That's 1,000 schmeckles, but it's worth it.
Schmeckles.
We're going to use Hot Wind on our Scorpion to make him more powerful.
Oh my. Oh my. I guess you could say that things are about to get a little steamy.
Hi.
Or
Thank you for
hot,
coming. See
windy,
you later.
which just sounds way less seductive.
I mean, Joe, to be fair, you're not the most, like, suave individual to begin with, are you?
What should I do?
Shut up!
I should...
I'll have you know that I can woo the ladies easily, alright? I literally just like, I like throw metal gate cards at them and just say, hey, do you want to play a children's card game?
That was surprisingly fun.
And then I just throw Darkest Bakugan at them saying, hey, do you want to see my black balls?
I think at that point, I would call the police.
To which at that point, they'd be throwing Aquos Bakugan at me. Cause they'd be giving me blue balls.
Sure. I think we should switch back out to With Darkness. Well, that's only against the opposite attributes of the ones it gives us for Alpha Blaster. Like, do we really need Alpha Blaster and Leonidas' gate card? Do we really? Because Alpha Blaster can work on any card, whereas his gate card is only when we're on that one, but like, I suppose we could try and replace Leonidas' gate card with a different character card at some point. I do actually have the full Prima strategy guide, which was what I got before the game. That's a fun story. I think we'll leave in Alpha Blaster for now. So the way that I got this game actually was, my mother's usually very good about researching games, but this was just one thing that tripped her up. If you see the cover of this, it says Prima Official Game Guide, but the text for, like, the consoles that the game was for is so tiny. It's so
Oh
easy
yeah,
to
you were
miss.
telling me this. So she ended up getting you a guide for the game and not the tabletop.
Yeah, but it was just so easy to miss, and she's usually very good about spotting that stuff, and it was just something that barely missed her eye. But I didn't know that the video game existed. Or if I did, I remember that I was still, like, contemplating getting it, and when I got that, I was looking, I was like, oh, so it is like the tabletop game. Excellent, then I will go get that for my Wii, which needs more games. And so, that strategy guide was the first thing I got.
Huh. It's because of this. It's because of this now that I'm now downloading a ROM of the DS game. I want to be back with my childhood, alright?
No, Dan, I don't. Not unless you're going to be more challenging than Akira, who I think is still our only opponent. Yeah, he is. Alright, should we just go to the tournament?
Just do it. We have Leonidas, and Leonidas is OP as all hell, so I think we'll be fine.
I think the first tournament is Subterra? No, this is just the vanilla arena.